Hi everyone, welcome along to the 22nd of December. We are getting closer to the big ho ho ho, and that's where I've been this afternoon. We went to see Father Christmas at Scolton Manor. It was fabulous, it was fabulous. The whole house was decorated, it's like this Georgian mansion. The whole house was decorated, there were elves everywhere, there's lots of colouring and crafts and things to do, and all the rooms were sort of beautifully decorated. And then we kind of got let into the tea parlour and then into Santa's room, and got to speak to the big man himself. And Ness told him what was on the Christmas list, and he knew a few things about her. But the other thing I wanted to just pass on, he told me there is a shortage of stitching supplies at the North Pole. So he said you just better buy whatever you like. Yeah, whatever you like, you better buy it because there's a bit of a shortage. So he said that'll be fine with everybody, just buy it all. Right, let's start off. I'm going to start off with this advent calendar today because I have been all the time, and then not yesterday, the day before, I just started somewhere else, and it was totally discombobulating. So today we have a lovely sleepy little fox, and they go right at the bottom there. And I'm going to put the last garland on. So let's see if we can make this work in some way. She says, I don't know. I had to fast forward this bit earlier because it was too complicated for me. And it may be the same again. I think it's going to be too complicated. Ah! I can't do it. Now there are 4 of them, I can't do it. So I'm going to take them off. I'm going to put them on and I'll show you tomorrow. They're all back off now, so I'll show you tomorrow. I can't be defeated on camera. Right, I have got some stitching progress. I've ironed some stuff as well. I've got one of my very favourite Christmas ornaments to show you. I had a little delivery today which I want to share with you. Some past stitching from this year and all the advent calendar goodness. So hold yourselves, I've ironed it. So I am nearly caught up. I think probably tonight, by the time you see this again, I'll be caught up. So it's a big promise, for the 23rd, but I'm hoping that I'll be caught up. Now I thought what I'd do is I would show you the one for last year as well, just in case anybody is on the fence about whether they should think about ordering it next year. And if I remember correctly, we're looking at buying it in sort of end of August, September, maybe even early October. So think about funds sort of that time of year rather than November, December funds. So that was last year's. I'm going to hold them both up together if I can. This is this year's. I wonder if I can fold and then fold. Let's see. Not too far away. So they are, I believe they are the same size. So I could mount them together, or I could carry on do what I was going to do. So I bought this little satchel, little plain satchel by Org Bunny, and they're the brand that I like to get just these little plain, in fact I've got one here, I'll show you, just these little plain project bags from Amazon. And I had thought about mounting the Sal from last year onto, and I had sort of done this on camera before, but you get the drift, onto the front of the bag. So what I could do is mount the 2023 on one side and the 2024 on the back, and then just have it as a little bag to take to retreats, which I think would be really quite cool. So that's my plan at the moment, but we shall see. Frames have a habit of just kind of popping up and being the right size, so we shall see. I think I remember Ros Clark mounted hers on a book and made it the dust cover for a book. I'm not quite sure what other people have done with theirs. So by tomorrow I'm hoping to be caught up. So let's see what I have got to catch up to for number 22. Like my new hat. We're at that point of the year where silly hats are starting to be reduced, so it's worth picking up a couple for next year as well. Right, Hannah is treating us to a song today. Head over to Evertote YouTube channel to listen. So hang on, Floss Boss Hannah, she's not only amazing with floss, but she can sing as well. This is not fair. This is not fair. Ooh, pretty. So this is the floss for today. Really, really lovely sort of sage green, which is called Wisdom. Love it, love it, love it. And it's going to be going, by the looks, on the bottom. So it's going to be going on this bottom border here, or this bottom panel. Amazing. Can't wait, can't wait. Right, let's do a freebie now. This is the freebie for today, and it's by a designer that I didn't know, I wasn't aware of, called Diana Bloom Designs. Now this is available on her Patreon site, but you don't have to be a Patreon to get it. It's just a freebie that's posted on her Patreon. And this is called Snowfall Chickadee. And I thought that was really lovely. Really, really lovely. It is, how big is it? 128 by 128. So totally doable because, oh, that's my mum sneezing. Because obviously I think a lot of it is going to be that star, and that star is fabulous. I love it. So I will put the link for this down below. Right, what have I finished last year? Well, last year I had a bit of a strawberry palooza. I did something in not in January, because that wouldn't have worked, in July. It's one of the J months, July, which was stitched strawberries for Wimbledon, because I'd stitched this one earlier in the year, which I really, really enjoyed doing. So I decided to see how many strawberries I could stitch for Wimbledon, and I had this whole pack of charts to pick from, and I think I'm just going to keep it in the same bag and maybe do the same again next year. So let's see what I did manage to finish. I managed to finish the Scary Berry, which was an Erica Michaels one. So let's see if I can remember what they're called. I haven't looked this one out. I think this one's called Sewing Berry. This is Scary Berry. I also finished this one, which I think is called Hocus Pocus Berry. Let's have a look, have I got it here? It's this one, Wicked Cute, by Erica Michaels, because I've still got the big thing to do if I want to. And then this is by Quiltberry. No, this is called Quiltberry by Erica Michaels. And I stitched that one using Paintbox silk threads. So I think that one might have been stitched on a 36 count, whereas the rest I believe are 32. Yes, I think that's correct. So I've got 1, 2, did I start another one? No, I just put one on a really big piece of fabric. 1, 2, 3, 4 to finish. So I've got 4 to finish off when I get around to it. I've still got others that I want to do. The Winds of Autumn book has got a big berry in it that I really want to do. And I've also got, as I showed you before, the English sampler berries. I really like those. the holly berry, the sampler berry, the linen Saint Nick berry, and the Christmas berry. So I've got those that I want to do as well. So that will be a bit more fun for July next year. Actually, no, I did finish 2 others as well. The typography berries, but I don't know where they've gone. I'll have to try and find. Right. Oh, no peeking. Just tell me what's in it. But I think that's maybe because of those new regulations. Ooh. It is a lovely needle holder by Millwood. Ooh, that is nice. Nice, nice, nice. I've decided 28 needles on my jam, size 28 needles on my jam. Anything else just feels too big. It just feels too big. Even if I'm stitching on like 28 count, I always use a size 28 needle. Just, yeah, it's the right in my hand. I said I wanted to show you one of my favourite Christmas decorations. Now I've had this for several years. We're definitely, or probably approaching 2 decades. And I bought it in South America. I've travelled quite a bit in South America. I've been to Peru, Ecuador, the Galapagos Islands, Chile, Bolivia, and I'm pretty sure I bought it in Ecuador because I think I bought it in Quito. And it's a little nativity set, and it's my favourite thing about getting out every year, and it's so tiny, but I really love it. So we'll start off with the main characters. So, see if you can see him. This is Joseph. This is Mary. And they're made out of clay, little painted clay. This is the Angel Gabriel. Whoops, nearly lost him. And then these are, let's see if I can get them all in one hand together, or at least 2 hands. These are the 3 kings. The 3 kings of Orientar. One on a scooter blowing his hooter, that one. And then we've got the shepherd with his little sheep. Obviously the baby Jesus, very tiny. And we have a donkey and a little cow. Because it's South American, we have a very tiny llama as well. I love it. It just makes me smile so much every year, getting it out of this tiny little box and putting it out on the mantelpiece. I love it. Right, this came today all the way from Australia. Now I joined the Seasonal Threads Club from Silks For You because Stuart in Stitches told me to. Well, he didn't really tell me to, he just showed it to me. I thought it was great, so I joined. So I had the autumn colours last time, and these are the winter ones. So this is, it's a Winter 24 006. Now I don't know if that relates to any of their normal stock or whether these are all completely new colours. But there's that beautiful royal blue, look at that. This is Winter 24 003. I'm not sure that this does relate to any of their normal colours. Look at that. Then we've got the variegated one. Yes, I'm sure these are just all the, oh, that storm is starting. All the thread numbers just relate, I think, to this packet, so I'm not worried about telling you. Then there's this sort of beautiful purpley, these look fabulous in this light. Can you see the sheen on them? Then we've got this lovely pale sort of lemon yellow. And then this green, like a minty green. So let me see if I can hold them all up together for you. So there's the 3 sort of softer shades, and then there's the 3 Wham Bam Thank You Ma'am shades. So you get 45 meters of each one, and they're 6-stranded silks. So that is a lot of thread. And even with the postage, I think that is reasonably, even with the postage, I think that's really reasonably priced. So go and check out if you're interested to see how many spots they've got left, if they've got any spots left for the seasonal thread clubs. Right, that's it from me. I will see you tomorrow for the 23rd, and then we do finish on the 24th. So the 24th is my last Advent, and that will take you right up to Christmas Day. And then I won't be back until January. So I shall be back sort of the first weekend in January. I think it'll be about the 5th of January. I'm going to take a bit of a break, try and finish up a few projects, try and fully finish a few projects. Yeah. And that's my plans. So I'll see you tomorrow. Stay classy, stitchers.